Hey friends, welcome. Today I thought we would hang out together. So it's going to be a super casual vlog type meal, but what we're going to do today is we're going to cook. We're going to try a whole new recipe. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm having a hard time even pronouncing the name of the recipe, but this is going to be my cheat meal. I call it my treat meal, my bonus meal, my extra meal, however you guys want to treat it. What do I eat for my cheat meal while still able to hit my goals, make the results? You guys are always intrigued by what my treat meal is once a week. I actually get 2 of them, believe it or not. I want to share it with you. So let's get in the kitchen, let's cook it up, and let's figure out what the hell we're making. What I want to say about treat meals is they're not cheat meals. I like to call them treat meals, not cheat, because I feel like when you say cheat, it's like you're doing something bad, and we're not doing that. We're just eating. And we're able to eat a non-planned meal is kind of what we're doing. So anyways, I get 2 of them a week, and I get 1 on Friday, and I usually do 1 on Saturday. Sometimes I don't do the second meal, sometimes I do. It just depends on how life is lifing, you know. I also don't take this as a day to just be gluttonous and binge all day. That's where some of y'all get messed up, where y'all just take the whole day and just be eating. Can't be doing that. So anyways, let me share with you what we're making. I've never made this before, and I've been really excited to try it. I have all the ingredients, and I'm gonna play. I actually have the recipe. Let me tell you how.
Let's make a popular Chinese Korean dish.
Don't you start with me, internet. Come on. You're listening to my
Plus Bevington, which are noodles covered in a black bean sauce.
Oh, come on, you didn't hear him.
Plus Bevington, which are noodles covered in a...
It's jjajangmyeon, Korean black bean noodles. That's what we're gonna make. Okay, so I know I have the ingredients because remember we went to H Mart a few weeks ago and we bought this stuff. I still haven't made it. So this is going to be what we need. This is, I got this at H Mart. It's the roasted black bean paste fermented. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna probably fry this up. I don't think you're supposed to. I don't think when it's fermented you don't have to, but I don't remember really, so I'm gonna fry it anyways. But anyways, this is what we need, the black bean paste. Okay, I got all the ingredients, but that's the start of the show. For the protein, we're gonna use pork belly. I got my wok that I bought from. Almost hit myself in the face. I bought this wok from IKEA about like 10 years ago. So anyways, yeah, we're gonna do that. I figured I would just kick on the tripod and hang out with y'all. I got dressed today. It's been so hot, I haven't been putting on any makeup. I've just been getting dressed, and like, I'm just wearing a Halara, let me put it down so you guys can see. It's cute. I love this color. It's called Nosegay. It's like their pink, it's my favorite. The back is open. I didn't go to the gym today. Let me tell you why. So I didn't go to the gym today for this reason. I was up all night. You're probably like, yeah, I thought your sleep was better. It was. So Rhea went to Lollapalooza yesterday. It's a music festival. It's really big here in Chicago. It brings in a lot of tourists. It's huge. One thing also about Chicago is we also have like some political conventions going on next week, and it's really going crazy around here right now. So I was really nervous. I was really nervous because I don't feel like people say this enough. I'm gonna wipe down my counter because it's streaky. I don't feel like people say this enough about, you know, having adult children, I guess, because Ray's essentially an adult now. She's gonna be 20 in a couple weeks. You gotta let them live, you know. Why does my counter look so terrible? You gotta let them live. You gotta let them get out there and do their stuff, you know. You can't just like keep them inside because they need real world experience. And I feel like that's why this generation is like, you know, they just don't have that, you know, because just the world is different now. And I think a lot of that kind of comes on parents like myself, where we lived a life enough for your kid where you're like, girl, get your ass in the house. The streets are calling and you ain't answering. So I didn't sleep well. But anyways, so I didn't sleep well. She took the train. She went down there. It was like 100 degrees. And she had fun though. She had a really good time. She did Barricade with Chapel Rowan, which I love Chapel Rowan. H-O-T-T. I love her. She's such a cute. What does she call herself? Something of the Midwest? I don't know. That's me too. She got Barricade with her. It was 100 degrees outside. She was sweating up a storm. But she said kids were passing out. I mean, that is so crazy, but she went, she's seen Rosier, she's seen Tyla, she's seen a bunch of people, so nonetheless, she took the train, she got home after midnight, which wasn't that bad. Right. I am going to have the short for these up prior to this, so check that, look back on my feed, but these are cinnamon, wait, hold on, caramel apple cinnamon rolls, and then I have some with, they have the caramel sauce, and then some that just have the cinnamon roll sauce. I only did 8 of them. We don't need that much. So, yes, they're very, very good. Very, very easy. Minimal ingredients. Definitely recommend. And it's so easy your kids can make them too. So if you want to do something with your kids, this would be a great option. I'm going to start by prepping the vegetables that we're going to use. I'm going to use 1 zucchini. So I'm going to cut that. We're going to do like bite-sized pieces. Zucchini, a half of a yellow or a white onion, and probably like a quarter of a head of cabbage. I've seen other people put other stuff. I think you could put potatoes in here too, but it's whatever you want. Also, you're supposed to garnish this with a cucumber, and I had one saved, and the kids ate it. So, kids, right? Yeah, so save. I'm not going to the store for a cucumber. Do you guys hear that? I'm gonna let it go for a second. Do you hear that? Just the sound of me cleaning up this cabbage, right? That's because I'm the only one home. Everybody's gone. My mom invited the girls over for like a Friday night girls' night, and they're gonna make like homemade like Panda Express stuff. And so they're over there. Leo's at work. Silence. Chef's kiss. The meat of choice is going to be pork belly, because is there any other choice? I'm only gonna take one of these pieces because it's a doozy. It's a big guy. So I'm just gonna throw the rest of those in a like a Ziploc bag. I watched like one damn TikTok and now I'm a culinary genius, you know? Like, give me a break, Danielle. Okay, yeah. So, I'm just gonna cut it into probably just little chunks like that. You're gonna keep that fat on too. Do not touch that fat. We want that fat. But I think that's what we're gonna do. I just had to make sure if we had to like fry this black bean paste in any oil, and it said, yes, you do. You do have to fry it in oil. So that's what we're doing. That's just some avocado oil. Now we're gonna take, oh gosh. So I'm gonna be honest, I've never tried this. I've never tried anything made with black bean paste. It doesn't smell like anything. Everybody that I've watched, right, so that's it. Everybody that I've watched that's talked about this, it was like, oh, it's so good. It's so oh my gosh. It's so savory. You're gonna love it. Everybody in my family loves it. Make it, make it, make it. And I'm like, dude, okay, I'm gonna do it. I watched this one lady who her mother-in-law was making it for her. Do you guys follow her on TikTok? She was the one who kind of got me hooked on it at first. And her mother-in-law was really cute too, so. All right, so I guess the story is we sit here for 2 to 3 minutes, just kind of moving this constantly, which I'm not doing right now because I'm cleaning up the spoon, but as soon as I'm done, I will. And then you just transfer it to a bowl. I did see on like TikTok, because I was watching some other people like on TikTok make it, and they just fried the pork belly first and then let it render down with oil, and then they made like space for this, and then they threw it in with the pork belly, and then they just added everything. I guess if you were doing it that you want to do that way too, but I'm just gonna kind of play it safe, and I've never made this before, you know, so I want to do it as like, you know, easy. I have this guy's recipe right here, so that's kind of just what I'm following. But yeah, it kind of stinks a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. So I just dropped in the pork belly. This is gonna cook down. You want it to cook down as much as possible and get real thin and emit all that like oil. It's gonna get really good, really crispy. Here is that black bean paste. It does smell kind of strong, but I think it's gonna be okay because I read up on it right now and it says that's normal. So I was like, oh man, what if I burned? I was concerned that I burned it, but no, it's okay. Yeah, so let's cook this down. This is gonna be a few minutes, and we are going to, oh, sorry about that. We're gonna add in, let me look. We are going to add in a tablespoon of ginger and 3 tablespoons of garlic. So here is the whole concoction. This took a while. This was about, honestly, like 20-ish, 25 minutes-ish. So we're gonna throw in everything, all the veggies that we prepped up. You know what, putting these in these Tupperwares is killing me right now. Because you know I hate washing the dishes. You guys heard that song? It's called Tennessee Orange by Megan. I think it's Megan or Morgan Maroney. I think it's Megan Maroney. She's actually at Lollapalooza today. So Leo doesn't, he'll hear the words, but he doesn't like let them digest, right? Like he's just not that person. Books, he can't read in between the lines. He takes everything at like face value. It's very annoying. But anyways, so we were talking about it, so I had to tell him about that song, and I said, she's telling, you know, Leo's a big sports guy, and I said how she's wearing now, she's wearing Tennessee Orange for the guy she's with, and, you know, don't tell my dad, and Leo said that. He's like, I don't know, I think that if that was the girls, that would be the thing that broke my heart, if they became like a Sox fan or a Green Bay fan, and I was like, God, it's so funny. Dads, they're so silly. All right, let's cook this for a few, probably about 5 minutes or so until this cabbage wilts down a little bit more. We are going to add in our black bean paste. Also, because this was fermented, I didn't need to heat it up. That's my bad, but you know what? Didn't hurt anything. Did not hurt, not one bit. Okay, so that's why it didn't give off all the oil, because it already was hooked up. So I'm just gonna stir this in. This is, like I said, a half a cup of the black bean paste, fermented black bean paste. And we're going to start just mixing this in with everything. And once it heats up, it will thin out. And just make sure you get everything evenly distributed. And then we'll go to step 2 and we'll start adding more sauces. But for right now, let's make sure everything is evenly combined, distributed, everything. I also have a pot right here with my water a-go. I got first off, I didn't pick out these noodles because there's actually specific jiao ming. I'm sorry. Please, if anybody could tell me how to say it, just let me know down below. That they have actually specific noodles, but Leo picked these ones out, and I'm not going to go all the way to Naperville, so we're just going to rock with what we got. I'm going to add in 2 cups of beef broth. You can do, I'm going to leave this recipe down below, by the way. This recipe calls for water, but I'm going to use, this is a half a cup measurement because I can't find the full cup, okay? I don't know what the hell the kids did with it. They probably threw it out. It's summer. You know, they threw everything out. But I've watched on a video that to use the beef broth, that it really does make a difference. I'm like low-key so nervous. It looks watery, right? We're gonna make it a thickening agent. So next up is going to be oyster sauce. Some oyster sauce. So we got some oyster sauce. We're gonna do 3 tablespoons. And we're also gonna put some sugar, and we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of sugar. All right, we are still going. I haven't even tried it because I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna try it real time. I didn't even tell Leo I haven't tried this yet. Okay, so right here is a cornstarch slurry. These are all so new things. I've never ate oyster sauce before. I can't even tell you if it's good. It was thick. We're gonna try this together. Okay, so anyways, this is called a cornstarch slurry. I did 3 tablespoons of cornstarch with 3 tablespoons of hot tap water and just mixed it. And then this is what's gonna make it thick. So we're gonna put that in there. Oh, I'm gonna be washing all types of dishes. All right, and then you just start stirring, and I guess this is gonna start thickening up. And then we are good to go. Leo should be home from work in about 20 minutes or so. So I'm gonna toss in these noodles because the noodles only need to cook in boiling water You guys are probably gonna be like, Danielle, what the hell are you doing with that spoon? This is my favorite thing to cook with, okay? I don't know why, it does right by me every time I use it. I feel like we need a little bit more of that cornstarch, but I'm just gonna go ahead and not mess with it because I don't wanna make it too thick. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never made a cornstarch slurry before, so I need to stop acting like I know what I'm doing and just follow the damn instructions. Because I'll do stuff with the utmost confidence and just fake it until I make it. I think the longer it cooks, the more it'll thicken. I'm gonna turn this on low, let it thicken up. And then these are the noodles we're gonna use. I told you these are Leo's, pick these. Here are the cooked noodles. And then you take your jjajangmyeon, your Korean black bean paste noodles sauce. And then you're gonna just ladle it on there, okay? So I'm gonna also tell you guys this, and please don't think lowly of me, but I don't know how to use chopsticks, so we're gonna use just a regular knife. And then that's it. So that's what it looks like, and we're gonna try it together. So that's it. You can see it's smoking hot, but that looks really, really good. So we're gonna try it together. And then you take and then you're supposed to mix. Again, people eat it with like pickled radish. I didn't have any of that. I really should have had something. Kimchi would have probably been really good too. To me, I have a feeling what I think this is gonna taste like is like a beef chop suey. That's in my head, like what this sauce is kind of sounding like. Not very cultured when it comes to a lot of Asian dishes, I'm not gonna lie. So bear with me, I'm really trying to reach out. So I wanna get a bite and get everything. Had to get a thumbnail right there. Okay, we got all the bits in there. Damn, that shit's good. Ooh. I didn't just waste all my money on food. Well, I think my kids are home. This is good, baby. Benny, stop. I'll leave with this recipe link down below. I'm gonna leave this recipe. Do I think it's worth making? Yes. You can make a lot of this for very little ingredients, which I like. So a little bit goes a long way. Literally for the amount of food and everything that we use, maybe about 10 bucks to make. Not bad. Somebody's here, but I'm recording. It is really good. 10 out of 10 recommend. I'm gonna leave the recipe and everything linked down below. Definitely make this and check it out because you're gonna love it. It's savory, it's good. It's a lot of good flavor, and it's very simple to make. Maybe it takes about 45 minutes altogether. Thanks for eating with me and cooking my cheat meal of the day with me. So see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love.